To the next one.
Next one.
Would you be okay with your friend doing business with your enemy?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I can't go to the Max B party because you're my friend. Yeah.
Why?
Because you my friend.
What?
Yeah. Talk about it.
He was at the Jets game.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Now, Maino, you were there, and people were
Right.
believing that y'all
thought
went together.
Right. Absolutely not. I didn't even see him. People got to understand it's an 80,000 stadium.
You know, and the reason why it was such a big deal is because
Right.
you have.
Because I
let's
said,
rap about it with Jim Jones.
Right. Understand that. I got a relationship with him. So my whole thing is this. I really understand that I don't come from the same world a lot of people come from. If I got a relationship with you that extends past professionalism and it's personal, I'm at your home and I know your parents, right? I just don't feel right if you at odds with somebody else, right? Knowing that we got a personal relationship, going out my way to go congregate or party with them, right? Now, that's a choice. Seeing them somewhere else is not, right? Because two things could be true at the same time. I can respect my relationship that I got with you, but at the same time, it don't mean no disrespect to somebody else. It means that I'm just clear on where I stand.
So would you have taken a picture if y'all did run into each other?
I mean, I can't say that, right? Because the truth of the matter is it didn't happen, right? That man just gave back 75 years, so that should be the narrative, not a made up narrative about a football game. And
Method Man was there too,
right,
by the way. He's the
cameraman.
photographer.
He was the
He's
cameraman.
crazy.
And my choice in my relationship, see, this is what I'm saying. If my relationship with you is more than professional, then I'm gonna respect my relationship. That's just who I am as a man.
What if you had, because you and Max B were cool before all this?
Yeah, we was cool. He started a lot of people don't know he started his career by coming to Brooklyn to record with us.
Right.
Early on, before his affiliation with Jim Jones. This is a fact. He know that.
So what does that mean for that relationship then? Because you guys did have a friendship too.
But it's never been this extensive as the relationship that I got with Capo. Now listen to this. I don't think no man would feel no way about that because it's respect. I'm saying this is a man that I break bread with. We get money together. We got business together. We do family things together, right? So that relationship flourished in the last 5 years to a different level.
Okay.
So that's just the same as mine as me and you, right? Our relationship. I'm at your home. I know your parents. That's a different level of relationship.
Right.
I can't. My principle is not going to allow me to just go out my way to congregate with people that you feel like you got a problem with, even if I'm not pumping that, even if I think that the problem should be over.
Yeah. Which
because
you do
I
think.
can't, right, but that's not me. That's not my call.
It's not your call. You would like it to be over, and you
100%.
feel, yes. Okay.
I would love for all of New York to be
because Max B
alive.
has said that he squashed things with Jim Jones,
right.
But Jim Jones has not yet squashed
But
it.
I'm the one that been out here pumping New York unity for the last 5, 6 years, 7 years, or whatever. So I would love if that was a perfect world. But check this out. That's not my call, and I can't tell another man how to handle his issues. All I can do is say, look, this is the side that my relationship flourished on this side, and this is.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Peace, Rip. Everything good. What's happening?
Ain't shit, man. You already know the streets is talking right now. Max B is officially home. And,
Correct. Correct.
Man, what are your thoughts on Max B finally free after 16 years, King?
First and foremost, welcome home, Max B. Well deserved. The streets been missing you. You know, the fans been missing you. I know your family been missing you. First and foremost, let's get to the real shit. You know, so I had the pleasure of meeting Max a few times. You know, even through an alley oop for somebody else to interview him. But I'll leave it as that. Nevertheless, the streets is on fire, and niggas thought it was a wave. No, it's a tsunami. Max B started a tsunami since he came home, to the point whereas the government shut down was over. Soon as Max B touched down, then also the Jets won at home. They haven't won since January. So the energy is phenomenal since Max B came home, man. And the algorithm is on fire. Let's call it for what it is. Max B bought the algorithm smoke in a good way.
Right. I mean, listen, it's not something that was completely left field, right? It's something we got the word, but we've been here before many times, right? We've heard about, possibilities of Max being released. So, we had to see it to believe it, to be honest with you. And
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be real. Like in the past 48 hours, this man, I'm sure he hasn't even got a nap in. Cause this man is he doing laps, you know what I mean? Enjoying every moment of it, and as he should. But like you said, the optics of everything aligning now that he's home, because now to get back into the topic, remember just a couple weeks ago, Maino just randomly threw it out there like, yo, I can't be seen at the Max B welcome home party. You know what I mean? Because I'm friends with Jim. Starting this whole conversation that was completely left field, we get it. Max coming home, it's going to raise the conversation of Jim and Max possibly ending the beef. Who knows? A lot has been lost over the years, whether it's time, relationships, people done lost their lives. I mean, looking back, we can kind of, look at things and say, you know what, maybe we could have done things differently. But
facts.
According to Jim and how he responded, he wasn't feeling all that. So now you got Maino bringing up Max B's name, days before his release. And now it's starting to make sense. But let's check out this clip right quick, because a lot of people, maybe they out the loop. We understand it's 2025. We got a lot of younger, audience that might not know who Max B is. But let's show this clip right quick of Maino bringing up Max B name and just speaking on this welcome home, I guess what you want to say, party, celebration. But look right here. You even see Dave East right there. We're going to get...
We're going to get to it.
Yeah, let's check this out right quick so y'all can see exactly what we're talking about.
To the next one. Would you be okay with your friend doing business with your enemy?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I can't go to the Max B party because you're my friend. Yeah.
Why?
Because you my friend. Yeah. Talk about it.
Now, again, this was about a week ago. You know what I mean? And Maino just brought it up. And as you can see, Dave East was sitting there kind of just to himself. He ain't want no problem. Quiet as a mouse, because he knew, like we knew, that this was going to be an event that was getting ready to happen. And listen, we understand the politics, but this was last night, day 2 of Max B official release, right? Because I ain't gonna lie, like I said, I know this man ain't got no rest. This man everywhere, in the studio, at the Jets game.
Everywhere.
Pulling up. Right, let's check this out, y'all. This Max last night. Shout out to Johnny Nunez. He caught this.
Salute to him. That's the homie, Johnny Nunez.
I know all the blogs gonna go crazy when they see this. So,
all they gonna do is bite the loop. Just salute. Just like we saluted Johnny Nunez. You see, we over here on this first. Just salute.
Exactly. Check it out. Bang.
Dang.
Uh-oh.
Hold
No,
on.
you see him?
How Big Boy said in what was the movie? We got to play that. I know that ain't who I think it is.
Hey, listen, man, it's funny because even the comments caught it. You see the Big Val page say, man said, who sent you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on now. Somebody
And
say
mind
so.
you, look, I'm gonna say this: 'cause niggas hold me, in a different light. Salute to Dave East, love is love, but listen, it is what it is, man. You got caught in 4K at that Max B dinner party. Let's talk about it, Rip.
Look, and you see the
Let's rap about it.
comments. Let's right. Let's rap about it. That's funny as shit. But look, you see the fans because a lot of y'all in the comment section been hating. I don't, I get it. Everybody might not be a Max B fan, but as you can see here clearly, people in the comment section on Johnny Nunez page says, so Dave East there. I wonder how Jimmy taking it. Okay. Another person says,
That's
nobody
good.
worried about what Jimmy think. You feel me? About this shit. Dave there to show love to a Harlem legend. He probably listened to Max growing up. So yeah. You get what I mean? So is Dave wrong? No, but it's this code, you know what I mean, that Jim, I guess, wants to, continue to display, understanding that it's been many moves made. You know what I mean? A lot of rocks and people hiding their hands, so to speak, behind the scenes, whether it's Cam, Mace, Jim, everybody got their own angle, but to play the politics, come on, it's 2025, you know what I mean? But you could tell Dave East like, yo, come on, look, come on. Y'all got the camera in my face. Hold up.
Hold on. Clap is on deck.
Yeah, I might have to blur that out, YouTube. Y'all be hating. But
Let's do this. Run that back, King. Because I don't think niggas
Hold on. I got you.
Run the Davies.
Yeah.
He got caught in 4K. He knew niggas got me. It was almost like he got caught red-handed with his hand in the cookie jar.
And that's probably why he was quiet, when Maino brought it up. Because again, everybody, this is the industry. Come on, that's why everybody showed up. Come on.
Hold on. He was on a podcast. He was on a Let's Rap About It podcast. Quiet? I mean,
when that came up, you know what I'm saying? Because it was random. Maino bringing it up, you could tell by Jim Jones' reaction, because this is the second time Maino has brought up Max B name. So again, these are co-hosts on the show, and Maino's already letting it be known, like, yo, I can't be seen. It was just random. I can't. It
sounded like he wanted to go. Sounded like he wanted to go to that Max B party. Matter of fact, he did say that, right? He said, I want to go, but
come on.
I'm homies with you. Man,
listen. It's the optics. You know what I'm saying? People can hate all they want. Y'all making content out of anything. No, this is the streets talking. This is what happens. Come on. Look right here. Look, bang. Look at him like, yo. Come on, yo. Come on, yo. Look,
got him.
But like I said, it's 2025, and Dave East, he's.
I like East too. I like East energy. I like his music. I like Fab energy. I like his music. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry, we're gonna blur that out. YouTube. I know you can hate from the sideline. A lot of y'all hating from the comments looking at those. But anyway.
How you hating on that? That's crazy. You gotta be a tomboy.
You gotta be in the chat. That's why. But nah, man, like I said, it's a celebration for Max right now. A lot of people just wondering, is it possible if Max and Jim could put an end to all of this? Because like I said, it's just the politics. We get it, Jim, from his perspective, helped Max B, right? Max B helped Jim, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I get it. But the whole, I can't be seen with this person, even though I'm cool with you. Listen, man. Look, even Fabio up in there. Look at that. Fabio did an interview with Jim Jones. So now what, Jim will be mad at Fabio? Come on, man. You know what I mean? What you gonna pick up the 50 Cent mentality at the end of the day? It continues to keep the divide going. What's the point?
Divide and conquer.
Yeah. Instead of everybody just, trying to bring it together.
Yo, think about this, right? In a perfect world, imagine if everybody was in unison with this whole Max B thing. He got it right now, right? Undeniably. It's a tsunami. Fuck a wave. It's a tsunami, right? So imagine everybody, all the rappers, the execs, just the whole industry, not even a New York thing. Let's figure it out for Max B to make him the biggest. He got it. The people want it. Imagine if everybody put their egos to the side and put the energy in a campaign for Max B to make sure he win. Because it's a different game right now. Rappers or musicians don't sell music like that because it's streaming, digital whole, right?
Right.
So we have to figure out a way. And I got I got the information. I spoke to you about it, but I build with Max and his team about it, but I can't just put it out there like that. I'm gonna need a check for it. I got the, the golden ticket on how to really capitalize off Max B momentum in such a way where it's beneficial to him as an artist, to the fans, and to the culture. But we got to sit at the round table. But getting back, I wish everybody would put all the bullshit to the side, get behind Max B, and because this New York needed right now, the culture needed, the hip hop needed. So I just wish in a perfect world, everybody can come to the round table and get Max B where he needs to be to bring the game back. I'm gonna land my plane.
And again, like I said, it's the politics. I agree. In 2025, it's no point in beefing on records, right? It's time for true ownership. We get it. Mistakes were made. Things didn't go the way it hoped for, but shit.
On both sides.
Yeah,
on
right,
all
right,
sides.
right. But looking back, considering where the industry is today, a lot of artists couldn't even get this. You know what I mean? They couldn't even get this part, in the industry today, as far as having a movement that's felt, that's seen, that's visible. People are just coming and going.
Correct.
Left and right. So the fact that Max is being praised like this all these years later, and there's a younger demographic who not even familiar with this man, but yet I can find you clips of A Boogie, right? Somebody of a younger generation. Of course, he getting a little older now, but again, Max and his flow, his melodic flow, right? It's influenced many artists who came after him. Some would argue that he was ahead of his time. It's unfortunate that the streets is what, robbed him of the years. You know what I'm saying? So come on. When we talk about the politics of it all, we can sit here and act like, this ain't what it is, Jim kind of on some grown man. Well, grown man, you done linked up with his son, you done paired up with French, but y'all can't, put an end to this. Like I said, it's just.
Let's do this though. In all fairness to Jim, it's probably the hardest thing to do when your fiance was disrespected in such a way that imagine if Jim Jones did squash the beef with Max. Chrissy would probably disown him. So Jim is looking at it in a way, as a man, you violated, but then also you causing trouble in my household. You made allegations that you had sexual relations with my fiance. She touched it in Miami. You made that a sound bite that's viral to this day. From what, 2009? That's going to forever live in that man's head. So, would you be able to squash a beef with somebody that you put on that was once under your stable label and was going at your fiance in such a way, would you be able to put that to the side, Rip? And did it like 1,000 times?
I mean, I could sit here and say that bullshit, but in reality, I wouldn't forget. That'd be in the back of my head. You know
All
what I
right.
mean? But granted, they're in a different part of their life. I'm in my mid 30s. They damn near 50, 60. So nobody's expecting.
Damn,
and
you said 60.
I'm just saying they closer than 60 than their younger years. Let's keep
No,
it
that's
real.
a fact. That's a fact.
Some people feel like, yo, who cares, right? Let's keep it
Yeah.
100. There's people clicking on the video like, yo, why y'all bringing this up? We don't even know who Max is, but he represents a part of the generation where things were different. His movement.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying, on the mixtape circuit. Like I said, for those who remember, Max had a
DVD
way.
circuit.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? He was hustling, something that you don't really see as much today because streaming has pretty much robbed all of the artists. You know what I mean? Now that Max is home, we get it. Shit, he might not be able to bring home no plaques without. Honestly, I can't see yo putting together, a crazy single that would, get the same attention that he got back in the day because the industry has changed, yo.
Everything is different. But I would say he was one of the first people to go viral before viral was a thing. Him and Fred Dro, because I remember doing an interview with Fred Dro speaking on relationships with Brandy that went super viral 2008. So Max was on his 2009 run. So Max B was one of the first people to go viral before viral was a word. Okay, so him coming home, and I'm going to say this. Y'all should be doing your homework. And I know I'm throwing a gym out there. Max was ahead of his time with this internet shit. Because, see, my thing is this, right? I could throw alley-oops. I throw alley-oops all day. Niggas take. But at the same time, dudes got to say, nah, homie know what the hell he doing. The homie M-Rec. He been in this shit 20 years. He gave us the blueprint. Now we need to sit at the round table with him. But that's why I'm not just giving shit away. I'm going to give great, content, great talking points, humbly speaking. But at the same time, I know my value because all niggas do is take. And that's the problem with the game because, like, right now, think about it. Max is on fire. And everybody right now is just trying to suck up the energy. Pause. You know what I mean? The momentum he got, everybody want to part of it. They want to be next to him. They want to be in the pictures, the videos. They want to be at the dinner party. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the cameras don't catch them. You feel me?
Right.
Niggas want to go to the party, but Jim Jones just, going feel away. Niggas getting caught at, everything. Niggas getting caught at the parties. Niggas getting caught at NFL games. It's getting spooky out here.
I mean, but look, this is why I pulled this image up because this is what I mean about the optics of everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Many years ago, they looking at Jim crazy because he up there with 50.
Mm.
So that's why it's pointless to play this selective politics. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have to be best friends with the man again. We understand that, but come
Mm-hmm.
on.
Now let me put this out there, and we'll leave it to the fans. And that's another thing because I want to just get to the music. That's where we at with it. You know what I'm saying? All this extra shit that come with these artists and they personal business. We talking about the music aspect. And a lot of people said Jim Jones and Max B do great music together, right? Because that's what the world first, like that's their first impression of Max B was with Jim Jones, so to speak. So do the world still want that? Do the fans still want that? Do the fans still want that Jim Jones and Max B collab? Like, imagine them like, yo, I'm never gonna rock with homie. Max, to me, he looking at it like, man, I ain't really on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm home. I'm free from, doing damn near 18 years. Right? Yo, I do the record, but imagine they do the record and it's on some, let's see who can come with the better verse, who can make the better songs. You know what I'm saying? Just on that type of time, I think that would be dope. Not only just for Max B and Jim Jones, but even for 50 Cent and Ja Rule. At this point, like you said, niggas is in their 50s damn near.
Yeah.
So let's get to it. Like, you know what I mean? If hip hop is about the competitive nature, who's the best and all that, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to that. You know what I'm saying?
But you make a valid point. This is what I'm saying. The way things are right now with this podcasting space and hip hop media, you see Cam, what he's doing with Mace, immediately people wondered, if Jim would ever be on It Is What It Is. You know what I mean? Because again, you bringing him in the fold, you know what I mean? It opens up the possibility of other members being brought in the fold as well, all of these members from Dipset doing interviews, dropping projects that feel like they don't get their just due, even though they made, their contribution to the brand. What about them? So that's why I said,
Well, I say like this.
Platform, you know what I'm saying?
I say like this, right? Between Max B and it's still Dipset, whether you want to call it Dipset Bird Gang or it's still in relations to Dipset. Max B, Jim Jones, to me, even with Jim Jones, I give him his credit. He know how to stay in the algorithm. Dig Max B, maybe he learned it from Max B, or vice versa. But I think Max B and Jim Jones on It Is What It Is, even if it's just for an interview, even if it's on a Zoom interview. Imagine if Mace and Cam was able to pull that off.
That's what I'm saying. They already got the situation with Revolt. So imagine if it was a Dipset takeover. Dipset Bird City, you know what I'm saying? Bird Gang. You get what I'm saying?
Man.
Wow. But imagine that type of energy on Revolt where now everybody from New York is locked in. One way or another, right? Even the whole shit with 50, Yayo, murder, come on. Look at the history when you think about it. I get it. Everybody had their own crews and who they rock with, but looking back, everybody represented New York the way it was supposed to be. It's just the politics robbed y'all so much money, right? Even
politics
Max,
and egos.
Come on. Even the streets. That's why I'm saying you would think that looking back, niggas learn like, yo, we missed out on so much money. Just imagine if we'd have collabed more. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
how much money
Mace and Cam missed out on like damn near 30 years of getting M's together. They getting it now together, over the last 2 years or so. Salute to Mace, salute to Cam and all that. Those are homies. Salute to Sin City. It's the homie. By the way, go check for that Sin City interview on MREC TV, doing numbers, okay? Addressing the origin of the Max B beef. He said it started with, you find out, go check the interview. You know what I mean? I can't give it all away on MREC TV.
Why you doing that, right? See,
I got to do it like that.
Why you had to go in the vault and put out the exclusive? You know what I'm saying? Because that's why they be mad, because they couldn't do that. They couldn't get Sin on the horn to address the controversy.
Correct.
So they hate from the bushes, like homie from Belly with the banana. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. It really is, because again, it's all a part of the conversation of the hate. Because even Max coming home, I'm seeing some folks, kind of hating on this attention that he's getting. It's kind of crazy. Like
I'm seeing regular people, not even really rappers or bloggers. I'm seeing people on social media, trying to get some clout, hating, and it's disgusting. Let this man, have his moment, man. He missed his moment due to, getting jammed up in the system, being behind those gates. He had the biggest wave going in, remember? And I'm respectfully, Max B had a wave so crazy that French Montana was able to capitalize and having a career because, he stood next to Max in that moment. and they helped
Right.
each other. But let's be real, Max B was the guy, and the people wanted Max B so bad that French Montana was able to capitalize, and the rest is history. Because French did put his work in, had a crazy blueprint. That's the homie. I ain't gonna front. He's a genius. I'm gonna give him that, because it's hard to crack the code in this hip hop game, in this hip hop space or this music space. He cracked the code, regardless of what. Because it's people who stood next to niggas that was on fire that couldn't capitalize, and
Yeah.
it's a lot of people. We could name them. We
No
do it
one
another.
is safe. Nobody is safe now, though. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Come on, we seen Jay-Z
Yeah.
on the couch with the Saudi folk, man. Come on.
Damn.
Come on. We gotta be real. We gotta, you know what I mean? Because even with the music, Max could
Yeah.
lock in, put out several projects, but it might not be felt the way it was back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Even the mixtape game is gone, yeah?
Everything gone.
You
It's
should
no
go
day.
to Dat Piff, live mixtapes,
Mixtape.
you know what I mean? The torrent sites. This is what I'm saying. If you're from that era, you know how Max was constantly on that homepage with a new project. If you
It was
giving
like
it up to
damn near
Gucci,
every other
come on,
week, if
Wayne.
not.
That's what I'm saying. When Wayne was dropping projects like crazy, Gucci, French was right there. Max was, they was
Jeezy.
feeding the streets. Yes. So y'all go back
Crazy.
and check out those albums, those projects,
G
because
Unit. Yeah, I
yeah,
think 50 Cent.
that's why I'm looking at the commentary. I'm like, yo, y'all better do your homework. Come on, niggas went platinum in the streets. That's better than these stream numbers y'all giving out.
And listen,
You can have all
that
these
street
numbers and
money,
nobody
that
know you. You know what I
mixtape,
mean?
DVD, street money was something else. And those independent deals. Because remember, Max had I don't know what his deal was, but he had a deal with Amalgam Digital.
Mm.
I think for not only for the music, but also on the visual side. And they had issues because Jim Jones owned the publishing and owned all likeness to Max B, from the music to the visuals. So any pictures or anything that Max did, Jim Jones could put out a cease and what is it? Cease and desist,
Yeah,
something like that.
that's it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was hard for Max B to capitalize off that deal. I think it was a nice deal too. I'm pretty sure it might have been for 6 figures, And I don't know what happened to Amalgam Digital. And if, y'all hear this content, reach out, because we want to know, the breakdown with that deal and what's going on with y'all currently. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's a perfect time to educate the people,
Mm-hmm.
right, on the industry and how predatory they
Oh
could
my
be.
God. Look at
Right?
those. Look at the
Come on.
catalog. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. It's
Man,
those
Rick.
who may not been outside at that time. They front and covering the top because it's in the algorithm, but this
Mhm.
ain't that. You know what I
Nah,
mean? We live this over here, so
that's a fact.
keep the hating. You know what I mean? Where you at? You know what I'm saying? That little. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't
Our
gonna
niggas is
complain.
really in this shit. Like, do your homework. That's all I'm
Right.
saying.
That's what I'm saying. It was a different era, man. And I was in high school during this time. So again,
Hold on, let
sitting
me
back.
say this, Rip, not to cut your wisdom.
Mhm.
Shouts to Dame Grease too for
Ooh.
providing the soundtrack
Mm.
to this Max B wave. You know what I'm saying? One of the producers, many producers, but one of the main producers that the fans want to hear Max B and Grease, lock in. And even, of course, French, because that's a part of that whole Coke wave and, the Cocaine City,
Mhm.
brand and all that. But yeah, man, go to that mixtape. Keep going down. Yeah, keep going. The one right there where he got the smoke is
This one?
purple in the middle. That
Oh, this
mixtape,
one, okay.
what? That's my joint. The whole joint all the way through. DJ Plus, I don't know if he was locked in with Max exclusively, but
Mhm.
he had new bangers on there. I rocked that tape. I want to say that was 2009, right? Or 2000. I want to say 2009. I might have rocked that shit for like 3 years straight, bro. That shit fire. I think it's called Wave Season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what it's saying right there. I ain't gonna lie,
DJ
there's
Plus,
several joints. There's several
fire.
joints I had, I think I had a little MP player and shit, little MP3.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think the iPods was out at the time too. But these mixtapes, like Quarantine, definitely listen to that like crazy. What else?
Yeah.
There's Wavy Crockett by Big Mike.
This
Come
one
on.
right here with it said something about a legend. What I can't see the that Wavy Crockett was classic. Shout out to Big Mike. That's the homie.
$1 Million
This-
Baby, the Wave Gods, like
yeah,
all of these
all these joints.
projects. Yeah.
Like
This right here, Public Domain. Yo.
crazy. Yeah, man. You know what? I think we need to do a part 2 to this because we already at the 30-minute mark.
We had to thought of
Yeah.
30-minute mark. But again, we just wanted to update y'all with what's been going on in the internet streets, because again, Max B, we understand after this week, man, the algorithm, people have quick attention
Ain't gonna be
spans.
too cons.
Yeah.
It's wide open for you, but it gets spooky real quick. Make sure y'all download that Spooky Hours app in the Apple Store and Google Play Store and watch that Spooky Hours TV series by M Rec. You know what I mean? Rep, let them know what you got going on. You got some merch? You got anything that the people can check for?
We work. Let me say that. We work. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Shout out to, for one, all of the DJs who were part of these mixtapes and projects, because I know now, this shit popping up on they algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Now they reliving. But listen, shout out to everyone who was a part of that wave. But in regards to what we got going on, outside exclusive content, I don't know. I might have to dig in the vault and I don't know. I'm thinking maybe a comedy special. I don't know. I'm thinking about just hitting people with a comedy special. I ain't gonna say who by who, but you know what I mean. But
I'm with
maybe
you.
this Thanksgiving we just give y'all a unreleased comedy special, because we can do that. We can do what the hell we want to do.
I say let's do it. That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
We ain't got to answer to nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because ain't nobody else doing nothing but sitting from the bushes and watching us. You think we'll see y'all?
Yep. See everybody.
Come on. This man, what you was doing? Boxing. I mean, goddamn, Rec, did you get some rest? You was all over the place this summer.
Crazy. I mean,
Kevin Hart,
it comes with the life. Yeah. Salute to Kevin Hart. Breaking bread. I appreciate the hospitality. You know what I mean? The flight, the food. It's everything, man. Shouts to him and Grand Charismo, I believe. Not Grand Charismo. Is it? I don't know. Yeah, the liquor, I believe, right? Grand Carimo. That's what it is. Grand Carimo.
I was going to say, you gonna light
I said
your
Grand
ass up next
Charismo.
time
That's
we
like
see you.
racetrack shit. You
Right, the video game.
Salute to them because we need to check. You know what I'm saying? Grand Charismo. You know what I mean? Y'all can send that in, and Grand Carimo. Send all those checks in. But salute to
please do.
to everybody.
But like I said, man, this space that we're in now, being independent, you can pretty much do whatever you want as long as it's authentic and you being true. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff I cover, I try to be informed. If it wasn't a part of my upbringing, so this is why it's easy for me. You know what I mean? But I get to learn from someone like yourself, who, like I said, at one moment you could be doing comedy, you at the fight, boxing. You know what I mean? You dealing with the streets with Bemmy and the controversy, and now we dealing with Max. At the end of the day, you gotta make it work for you. So, like I said, whether it's comedy specials, whether it's live events, listen, we not playing
everything.
I hope y'all,
supernatural TV series, movies, what they want to do.
Come
on, and I smoke these niggas on the music, nigga. The ratio is crazy when it comes to those records. What we talking about? What y'all want to do? The bars. Man. You know what I'm saying? You want to do record for record. You want to do movie for movie, series for series, live event for live event. Oh, and I smoke niggas on them lives. What we talking about? Salute to the rec mob. What we doing?
You know what'd be ill? If you, Max B, and Mace did a record. That'd be crazy.
Let's put that in the universe. I agree. Let's get it. Let's get it. That could happen today. And Dame Grease on the beat.
Woo.
How about that?
That'd be the waviest track of the century.
I got the Dame Grease production too. So matter of fact, I just spoke to Mace yesterday. I spoke to Grease this morning, 12 a.m., something like that. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in the air. We can make that happen.
Yeah, say no more. Say no more.
Say no more.
Just give them a little something. Give
Yeah.
y'all a little sample of what you know what I mean, what to expect moving forward, because you just never know, man. We see what's going on, but we try to, have integrity, you know what I mean? Uphold integrity and honor.
Right.
Unlike some of these other platforms that y'all be up in the comment section glazing, but then you over here hating on some real niggas who really live it, who from it. Come on, pay homage, who salute.
Who laid out the blueprint for niggas to eat on this YouTube and just even with the mixtape game, DVD game. I'm from the origin of all that. That's the ill part. So you talk about this interview, podcast, live stream shit. You talk about mixtape, DVD. Look, in terms of the beginning and the origin of shit, I'm right there of it all. I'm a pioneer. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, humbly. If you know, you know. MREC, Gutter Music, Forbes DVD, COD DVD. I can go on and on. DVD Weekly, Spooky Hours. I can go. The brands is crazy. Knockout Kings of Comedy, presented by MREC and Rip. Rest in peace, Reggie Carroll. What we doing? Shouts to Scruncho.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Get Reggie, man.
That's a fact.
That's a different subject for another episode. But
we'll get to that. Yeah.
It's a marathon when it comes to this about longevity. And everything that you mentioned here is all documented publicly.
All documented publicly. And through niggas alley-oops. So they can do interviews, so they could be in the game. And they want to rewrite history.
Look, and this is an ill era because you was outside during this time. So again, for those who think, oh, y'all just jumping on the wave. Come on, man. What you say? We are the wave. What are you talking about?
We are the wave, the algorithm, anything you could think of.
Exactly.
We are the creators. You know what I'm saying? Peace to the creator. You know what I'm saying? Of it all. Because we all come from that, and it's within you too. That's a whole nother conversation too. I don't want to get too deep on that. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? Salutes to the gods and the earths. You know what I mean? Peace.
Facts. All right, y'all. Y'all heard that. We out, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Again, this is the MREC and Rip Show. We randomly give y'all episodes because, again, he's running his platform. I'm over here doing my thing. But, again, giving y'all what y'all want. We feeding the streets. Again, leave your thoughts and commentary on, the Max B controversy, so to speak. Do you think it's best if just Max, focus on his family? Or would you like to see Max and Jim, doing music together? You know what I mean? Because, again, we can sit here and play the politics, but by 2030, I don't think anybody going to give a damn. So while the momentum is hot now, let's make history. Let's do some epic shit. Let's do something we've never seen before by bringing NY back together because, again, New York is like the mecca of this hip-hop shit. I'm from Baltimore, but you got to know your history. And come on. You keep hearing about the South, and you see the negative headlines that always get, attached to hip hop. That's not how hip hop was created. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is come together now. Let's get this money while we still can, because if only you knew how much money these platforms be making off of us specifically. I'm talking trillions of dollars. And while y'all beefing over cash in hand, we getting got behind the scenes. And those that know what the hell I'm talking about.
Man. If they knew, niggas would be real upset. But that's a whole nother conversation for another day.
Industry robbing the artists. Ironically, these platforms robbing content creators. You got artists now wanting to be a content creator. You see where I'm going with this?
All day.
So it's gonna always be us versus them.
Yeah.
All right. So it's gonna be us versus them. So this is what I'm saying. Let's really make something from this, because right now, what else is going on?
Content is king.
All right, y'all. We out. Peace.
Peace.
MREC TV.
That's what they say. We outside. Let's get it mowed.
They thought it wouldn't happen. They lied.
Where did the Max B beef come from? All the issues with Max.
With who?
With Max B.
With me?
Yeah, with you or him? Like, where did it start from? What's the origin of it?
No, he started going. You know what it is?
Mhm.
I met him through Jim.
Oh, okay.
So once him and Jim started, I can't continue. We're not family. I don't know you.
Mm.
So I just fell back. And he said what he said, and everybody, you know, took it to heart. Don't get me wrong, he snaps too. He's a snapping nigga. So when he snapped on me, just so happened.
MREC TV.
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, hit that notification bell to get the latest on hip-hop, sports, comedy, whatever. All right, we got you covered over here at Forgotten Kings TV. And also, click on one of these videos, okay? All right, y'all.